chat there with the players and got a bit of feedback back from them. And disappointed with the points, but it's unbeaten again. That's 4 unbeaten. Now we move on to next week, and so many times up and down the country you see 10 men beat 11. So as frustrated as everybody is, it's a point in the right direction.
I thought a goal in the first half just might have settled us down, especially just soon after they were reduced to 10 men.
Yeah, but the pitch wasn't great, didn't play well. We got nervous. I think the crowd made the players nervous. I know they were demanding better things from them, but at times you've got to appreciate that 10 men always lift the game that little bit more, and 10 men sometimes beat 11. So we're all frustrated with a pass that goes astray, but what supporters need to do is back the team, get behind them a little bit more than they do. I think the last 15 minutes especially, there was a lot of edge in the fans and it rubbed off on the players, I think.
Strong claims for a Nuneaton penalty first half. How did you see that one?
I couldn't see it, to be honest.
Move quickly on from that one then. The second half, good goal to give us the lead. Jake Simpson?
Yeah, good goal. Good strike from Jake. That's why you need to. There's been other games where we've had corners put in there and then the people have cleared it and they've broke on us, so we would urge them to make sure that we ring the edge of the box and maintain a bit of pressure. But he's got a good strike on him, and it won't be the last time he does that.
You brought Jake in from last year. You changed the side that won at Blythe by just that one change. Any particular reason for that?
I just felt at home we needed to be a bit more positive, and everybody knows Adam Main's qualities regarding his defensive midfield roles, but Jake is an out-and-out winger, and I wanted to just put them under a little bit of pressure, and with his pace, etc. I felt he did pretty well first half.
Interesting, the people were looking at the team sheet, the new face on the bench, Stephen Scott. Boy, has stepped up from the reserve, didn't get his opportunity there, but just tell us a little bit about him.
Well, he's still learning. He scored some very good goals in the reserves. He's a big lad. He needs to work on his body frame, etc. But he knows that. What he's got is an eye for goal, and I'm sure once he has another few weeks training with us and improves and learns a little bit more, and it'll be good for him watching a game like this today, because he'll see their centre forwards had good movement, and it's good to watch games sometimes and get a feel of what it's expected and see how strong it is and how physically demanding it is. But I'm sure he'll get a chance at some point.
Because the squad has been reduced. I think McClellan and Stephen Snaith have moved back to their clubs. Is that right?
Yeah, their clubs have called them back, so that was out of our hands really. But what that does is it opens the door for someone else. Stefan or Sloan's come back from Gretna and now played some games, so he's chomping at the bit. Stuart Green back today, not quite fully fit, but nearly there.
And Johnny Wright not on the bench, but is he close to a comeback as well?
No, it'll be a couple of weeks yet for Johnny. We've just got to maintain his progress. What you want to do with someone like Johnny, who's very important for us, is rush him back. But at the end of the day, we've got to take care of him and make sure that when he comes back, he's fully correct, and we may get the last 15 games from him. So it's important that his rehab is right. That's why we're taking our time with him.
And another home game next week, Altrincham. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, of course. As I say, 10 men sometimes beat 11, and at the end of the day, it was a point in the right direction. Got to keep going unbeaten. Yeah, we're all disappointed with the play at times in the second half. A little bit sloppy, a little bit tense, a little bit nervous. But we take a point in the right direction, and then obviously we go to Altrincham come to us next week. So we want to try and take some more points.
Yeah, interesting, because talking to a lot of fans beforehand, most of them were saying we'll take a point before the game. But I think those same fans would have thought that once we've been down to 10 men, it's a bit different. But yeah, it didn't work out like that.
No, yeah, we probably would have all taken a point before the game, but as you watch the game, we've all gone home frustrated. The players are as frustrated as the fans. They wanted to pass it and move it better. At times the pitch beat us a little bit. It was bobbly and wet and damp. But as I say, sometimes you just got to give the credit to the opposition, and what they did was set the stall out a certain way, and they were very strong and determined, and that's what sometimes going down to 11 does psychologically. It changes you. But we've got to learn from that today. We've just had a few words with them, and they've had a few back, so it's good, and we've got to be positive still and go to next week.
Right, I'll let you go and get warmed up, Darren. You seem to be shaking like a donkey now.
It's a little bit cold, yeah. Cheers, Walshy, thank you.
Okay.